Police have now arrested 365 protesters supporting the prescribed Palestine Action Group, with another 5 detained for assault on officers. The Met said those whose identities could be confirmed were given bail on the condition they do not attend any further protest backing Palestine Action. Sarah Beale has this report.
Most of these people know they're breaking the law. They're showing support for Palestine Action, an organisation prescribed by the government under the Terrorism Act. Within minutes of the silent protest beginning, teams of officers were making arrests, not always easily.
I am about to be arrested, that's correct, yes.
Why are you happy to be arrested?
I'm a retired consultant surgeon. We are here to protest about the genocide that's occurring in Gaza.
You're carrying the placard of a prescribed terrorist organisation.
That's correct, because there's no way this organisation should be prescribed. It doesn't meet the legal criteria. There's going to be a successful legal challenge in the High Court.
The actions of hundreds of marker pens that have brought so many police to Parliament Square today. Everybody here demonstrating has been writing on their placards the name of an organisation that's prescribed by the government as a terrorist one. So that opens them up to being arrested, and it's something that most of them are willing to face.
I know that Palestine Action are carrying out important work. I think it's absolutely the case they should not be a terrorist organisation.
Are you prepared to be arrested then?
I am assuming I am going to be arrested any minute now, yes.
Oh, are you? Really?
That's,
okay.
The police are getting closer and closer.
So you've got an
behind us.
overnight bag?
I've got my pyjamas in my bag, I've got a book to read in the police station. Yeah, happy to do my small bit in the face of genocide.
Plenty of others willing to do their bit too. The Metropolitan Police say they're confident they've arrested everyone at the protest with a placard expressing support for Palestine Action, a fact disputed by the organisers, Defend Our Juries, who say it was only a fraction. The classification of Palestine Action as a terrorist organisation was put in place after members of the group broke into the Royal Air Force Base in Brize Norton in June, causing, according to the government, £7 million worth of damage.
This is not about the lawful right to protest. There are many ways for people to protest, to say their views, and there's also a lot of people who feel rightly, very strongly about some of the appalling scenes we've seen happening in Gaza and the West Bank. But this is about whether there's action against our national security in the UK where we have to have proper safeguards in place.
The legitimacy of the ban is disputed by civil rights groups.
They're quite clear international definitions around what constitutes terrorism, and simply destroying property, causing damage, even hurting someone. These could very well be criminal acts and could very well need to be dealt with under criminal law, but they don't necessarily constitute terrorism.
Nonetheless, those arrested today are subject to anti-terrorism laws and could face up to a maximum sentence of 14 years in prison, putting more strain on an already overcrowded system.
Every time you process somebody, not only is that time and a cell space, but obviously there's a financial element to that as well, kitting people out for prison.
And putting pressure on the system to effect change is, of course, what all this is about. But at what cost? The Met Police say they've spent over £50 million staffing pro-Palestine demonstrations in the months since the start of the Israel-Gaza war.
And in the last few minutes, the Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, has said the right to protest is one we protect fiercely, but insisted that was very different from displaying support for Palestine Action, which she said was prescribed based on serious attacks involving violence, significant injuries and extensive criminal damage. A ceremony has been